everybody, welcome back. This is part 1 of the Losi 5 kit build. I'm going to start off with the diffs, just do an easy job first. Let's get started. First things first, gloves everyone. I'm going to be using silicone oil, and silicone is known to cause cancer, so just a precaution. But obviously it's up to you. A lot of people don't give a shit about that stuff, but I do, man. What we're gonna do today basically is just take out all the silicone oil in the diffs. Start with the front one. So take it apart, get all the oil out, change these bearings. You can see these bearings are open, so I'm gonna put some sealed bearings in there. Yeah, let's get some tools. Come over here. This is one of my favorite tools. I love it. It's a ratchet, so it makes taking stuff off really easy. I wouldn't recommend breaking stuff with this. You should have a dedicated breaker, which I do. And some shorties here, and I got some medium-sized ones as well. These ones here. I should be good to go. Get this cracked open. There we go. See? That wasn't too hard. Easy peasy. That noise will get quite irritating quite quick actually. Let me tell you about this while I'm doing that. Some gaskets from Joker Designs. You know, it's like a little upgrade. Here we go. So they're like thicker gaskets. See? They're very leathery. They're different to the ones in here. So this should be a nice upgrade, and hopefully I won't have any leaks. Maybe I should just get my drill and be done with it. Well, this is not a drill. This is more like a, it's like a hand screwdriver. I got this a while back. I've been using this on my armor Creighton, and to be honest with you, man, this is the best £15 I ever spent. It's excellent. Twist around like that, so you can get into tight spaces. But we're not gonna need that here. Clutch system, so you won't be stripping stuff out. Excellent, you need this. That's why most people, when they use drills, they strip stuff out. So that's why you got to use one with a clutch. That will help you not strip. Just say at the lowest setting. Well, it's not at the lowest setting now. Well, it must have been doing something. So maybe not the lowest, but just put it on maybe 2 or 3. Go to town. This should be perfectly fine, I think. Let's get to it. These screws are going to be oily, so that's why I'm using this massive fiber towel. So this helps. That's why I'm not using a. Otherwise, I would add a little screw tray to put these away. But these are most probably going to be, yeah, they got oil on them. You see. So. Alright, so let's take a look inside and see what's happening in here. There we go. There we go. Looks nice and clean. And this is the gasket, and you can see the gasket is completely saturated with oil. Now this I borrowed from my daughter. This is one of my daughter loves Play-Doh, so it's one of her Play-Doh containers that she's done with. So I jacked that from her. Thank you, Mom. Get all my gears in there and I can clean them all up. See? Gasket actually doesn't look that bad. Maybe it just wasn't done up tight enough. Who knows? Maybe that's the reason. Rainy days are always around the corner, man, innit? So I think it'll be good if I save this. I need another pot to drain all of this out. So again, I've borrowed a little pot from my daughter that she doesn't need anymore. And I'm going to drain everything in here. Let's get these gears out first. What the hell? It's like they're stuck or something, dude. You can see the gears working nicely. So yeah. There we go. That's more like it. And hopefully this one should just come out. Maybe not. That's what happens, people. It's like my favorite thing to happen. Something went under the table. Gotta get that out. But that's why I started with this job. It's a bit messy, but it needs to be done. So let's put that on top of here. Let that drain out completely, and then we can get back to that. Disaster avoided. Here we go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. This was on the floor, hiding, but I found the bad boy. Okay, so these gears, I'm going to give them a wash. Just get all the residue off. Here we go. Rubbing alcohol, or as I like to call it, alcoholics. How I usually do this, people. This is just a normal, ordinary kids paintbrush. I borrowed it off one of my kids, but these are really cheap. So, but the one good thing about these is it's got this mild stainless steel, so the bristles don't come out. So that's a really good thing. You don't want any bristles, all of this getting loose up in here. That's long. You don't want that. So just, I'm gonna get the big bowl and I'm gonna fill it up. Submerge this in alcohol. Clean it out. Found my bits. These bits went flying. So just be careful when you're taking them out. Make sure you don't lose anything. Just enough so it's a submerged. Just show you one. Now, always make sure, people, you got tools so you can grab stuff without putting your fingers in there, and just keep going around. There you go. It's all nice and clean. On to the next one. And there's so little oil on here anyway, so you should be able to do all 3 diffs like this in here. There you go. Let that dry. Get the next one. These are going to be a bit easier. Done. It's taking hardly any time to get this done, to be honest with you. Okay, that's done. Get the next one. It's like, people normally find this kind of stuff stressful, you know, but I find it relaxing. Okay, so that's about it. That's done. The rest of the bits you can just give it a little wipe down, but they should be fine, you know. Just let them dry. They should dry quick. This is alcohol, so rubbing alcohol basically it displaces air. So yeah, they should dry up pretty quick. I'm gonna start with this innards. I do want to take this out and give it a once over. There, get that out. There you go, pin. And there should be a washer there, nothing in there. Both the Joe's recommendation, there should be grease in here, in this gap. Oh, there we go, getting it clean. But here's the washer, and Here's the O-ring. Okay, just give it a quick dunk in there, just so I can get the oil off. Just gonna give it a quick clean. I don't want it to be left alone in the alcohol for too long, just in case it has a weird reaction to it. But I'm gonna put my own grease on there. I've got some banging Protect O-ring grease that makes your O-rings last, man, for long, like that. So the O-ring's ready now to go. Leave that so nice and clean. Now let's do this bit. Get the pin out. And then just pull this bit out. There we go. Again, you've got a washer and you got the O-ring. Okay, I'm going to deal with the O-ring first. I don't want it lying about too long in the alcohol. I actually have to get some more of these. I don't like having just, just the ones I have to get by, I want to have spares, so if I need, I can just grab into a bag and pull them out. That's ready. Yeah, let's give this a wipe and change the bearing. Okay, that's all nice and clean. Okay, so this is what I was talking about earlier. Protect-rc Premium Blue O-ring grease. This is really good stuff, man. It's not cheap, but it's worth every single penny. This is really good. I used this on my Armour Creighton. Probably rebuilt the diffs maybe, I don't know, 10 times, and the O-rings were absolutely fine. They were perfect. I highly recommend this grease, man, in it. It's really, really awesome stuff. This is how I basically grease them up. What I do, get any sort of plastic bag or even a food bag if you don't have anything, and just squeeze some out. There you go. Just a little bit like that in there. And then what you do, you get your O-ring, you stick it in there and you mush it about. We need to do some work here. You see this out drive, you have to put some grease in here. Put some grease just in there. So what we're gonna do, some graphite grease. That's all ready to go. What I gotta do now is, I've got this tube, goes on here, cut the tip off, and you're ready to rock and roll. This tip I got from Gel, so thanks brother for the heads up. Cover this groove and then smear it in. There you go, job done. And now what you do is just feed this through. Oh yeah, bearing, don't forget, I almost forgot, you got to replace your bearing, so make sure you don't forget this step, because I almost did, I almost forgot. Basically just swapping it out like for like. You see, only difference is one is sealed and one is not sealed. So get your new bearing, flange side towards the gear, and just there you go. See, nice fit, perfect. And then you just, this is already greased, just sit it down like that. There you go. And then you get your O-ring. for your O-ring. It's all nicely greased, and then you just slip it on. This is a bit of a mission, but this will help. You get one of your washers, pop the washer in. You see there? It's a bit popping out, so you got to get that bit in. This is a pain in the ass, man, getting this in. And you have to get this right. You can't mess about with this. This has to be in there. Otherwise you're going to have leaks. You're going to have problems. Now this is long, man. The hell's going on, man? This is annoying me. I'm getting pissed now, man. There we go. I think I got it. It's in there now. And once you got it, you can't let it go. You gotta keep holding it. Hold it down. Get one of your pins and stick it in. There you go. You see? It's not popping out. Now you can just get your planetary gear and just push it in. Job done. That's you. I need to clean this quickly. Actually, let me do it now. Put it in, and you spin and you brush it out, basically. Get all that. Just give it a good once over, you know. Brush it out. I've got a bearing in here. Just take that out. Remember to put a new one in, but I won't be using this, so I can just leave that there. I've got it in, the O-rings in as well. You see? But it was not easy, man, innit? It was a mission and a half to get this damn thing to stay in there, man. It was just, I had to do it off camera. I could not do it on camera. It was just nigh on impossible, you know? There was no way I could do it. But it's in there now. So let's carry on. Damn, man. It's like the smallest things give you the biggest problems, you know? So again, I'm going to get the good old graphite grease and fill this up. Get all that grease in there, in that groove. There you go. Not bad. I remember doing this for the first time. It's a joke. Made a proper mess out of it. The main thing is just to stay relaxed. Take your time and just... There you go. I find this very enjoyable, man. I'm not gonna lie. You know. And there we go. Again, the flange bit goes towards the diff cup. And it fits perfectly. I want to gently try to push this through while holding this here, and we'll try to push it through, and hopefully. Oh, this was not easy. This was a mission and a half. If you can see, I've got the pin halfway in there. Kept popping out. I literally had to wrestle with it, you know, to get the damn thing in. The O-ring kept popping out. Obviously with the grease as well. I put quite a bit of grease on it, so that didn't help. But we're good now. It's in. But I'm having a little bit of difficulty putting this last bit in. Bloody hell. Let me put this in. Use the flat bit. Get a bit of leverage. Okay, we're in. Get in the middle, try to center it up best as possible. and I've hurt myself. Yep. Yeah, look people, you see, I just stabbed myself with this and I'm bleeding. Perfect. Okay, let's carry on. Your planetary gear has to go in, basically the pin has to line up with this here. Stick that in there. Okay, spider gears, put them on facing inwards, and then you get your washers, one on this side. This one's already done for me, it's got a washer and a spacer, so I'm just gonna bang it in, make my life a little bit easier. Ooh. Spacer, and then we just simply drop it in, and it is a tight fit. Facing up, the groove you want it to face up. Okay, next get another pin, spider gear, shim, oops, shim, spacer, we just drop it in. There you go, push down, going for 100k in the front and rear, and I'm going to go for 500 in the center. Pour some in. So what I usually do, I just put a little bit in and I'll work it in, and I'll put some more in as I need it. What I do, I usually get it just level. Let me show you. Just get it level with the gears up here. Okay. That's my. There you go. Pour it in and let it set. It's gonna go down. And what I usually do is just work it a little bit. And I'm gonna top it up a bit more. These things are awesome. The pry tools basically for mobile phones, laptops, stuff like that. But I like using them for putting my silicone oil in, man. It helps. Keep that handy. Work that in a bit more. Both hands for this. Gonna work it in one more time. Gasket. Line it up. And that's perfect. That goes perfect. Oh, hanky panky. And then you get the other half of the diff and just plop it down, basically. There we go. All you have to do now is, there we go, line up the holes. And that looks pretty much there. So now everything's lined up. All you have to do, pop the screws in. complete the job. Okay. And that's that. So here we have a complete with the sealed bearings, 100,000 diff oil, ready to go. Now it still needs to go into the housing, but I'm gonna do these first and then we'll do the housings together. Got the center diff as well, so that needs to be all Loctited, so that's gonna be a bit of a longer job. However, number one's done.